Hey Dan, thanks so much. And let's talk about this Notre Dame Prep varsity head coach, George Prelock. He's very involved with the academics here at Notre Dame Prep. Now, it's not uncommon, of course, to see head coaches involved both on the field and the classroom, but he has taken this to a whole new level, and it is, of course, the Cardinals game of the week. You have Big Red here right behind me. But back to George Prelock. He founded the Exceptional Education Program here at Notre Dame. It's an accelerated literature program at the sophomore level. It's been in place for about 8 years, so he's doing a really good job of creating well-rounded players on and off the field. Guys. Hey, thanks, guys. I'm down here with defensive edge Jelani George. And Jelani, I talked to head coach MacArthur at the halftime. He said it was all up to you guys. You guys were up 7, and he just really wanted to lock down the defense. Coming out of halftime, how do you think you guys did that?
I think we did a great job, but it's just a mental thing. We like to kick ourselves in the foot. It's the small stuff. The flags, once the flags are gone, we'll be the best defense in the state, which we already are. It's just the flags.
And you had a strong performance yourself as well. What kind of looks were you seeing from their offense that allowed you to have such success?
It was their formations and how they tackle played. They also had the 57 playing both sides of the ball, so he was very tired, so they had to switch him out. And I was really just working my mind around their offense.
Hey, thanks, Nate. Yeah, like you said, Max Arlich making his collegiate debut tonight. He's a top 300 recruit in the class of 2024. He was originally committed to Texas A&M. They had a coaching switch over there, and then he flipped as well, decided to become a Sun Devil instead. He's from Minnesota, and a couple sources close to the team said that they wanted to get him in this past weekend against Minnesota, but with how close those games were, they just weren't able to fit him in there. So should be a beautiful evening for a collegiate debut for Max Arlich. Yeah, just to kind of jog everyone's memory, he was running into first and landed really funny on his left leg as it hit the bag. He had to be helped off the field, couldn't put any weight on that left leg. Since then, teammates and the equipment staff have been in and out just checking on him, and from what I've observed and from what I've heard, the general consensus in the dugout is that it's not looking great. They're still waiting on some specifics and, of course, something to monitor going forward. Yeah, Ryan, you touched on it just a little bit ago. They dropped last weekend's series at Cincinnati. They've dropped now 2 consecutive Big 12 conference series in a row 2 weeks ago against their rivals from down south in Arizona. But the Sun Devils currently tied for 5th in the Big 12 at 9-6 in a conference play. They also lost Monday at Purdue. But as far as their postseason hopes go, D1 Baseball has included ASU in the Fayetteville Regional as the number 2 seed against Arkansas in that regional. The postseason 6 weeks away. This is a great chance for ASU to get back on track if it wants to make the postseason for the first time in the Willie Bloomquist era. Some really good tackles, a couple sacks in a row there for Arizona State. One of them courtesy of Keyshawn Elliott. He's been very active in this game, taking guys on that Mississippi State team down, and he's really the leader of that linebacker group that's been so impactful all night. This year they have adapted the mantra. They call themselves the Werewolves because they want to be in that alpha mentality. After every period in practice, they get together, they throw their hands in the middle, and they howl. And they're definitely bringing that alpha mentality to the end of this football game tonight. Yeah, obviously the initial reaction from that ASU bench, they were a little bit distraught. You could kind of hear the mood just really quiet down. But immediately after that touchdown was scored, the quarterback, Sam Levitt, running across the entire sideline, telling his players it's okay, stepping up as a leader. He's on that Pat Tillman Leadership Council on this football team for a reason. He kept saying, let's ball, let's go, let's keep going. Jacob Kangaika serving as a leader there as well, providing reassurance, and Justin Watley being a hype man down here for his team. Hey, thanks, guys. Yeah, red zone offense is a struggle that has recently emerged for the Sun Devils between last week at Baylor and this week against number 24 TCU. We saw in back-to-back instances, back-to-back drives for the Sun Devils where they were unable to convert in the red zone. First time was on 3rd down, and then they had to settle for the field goal by Jesus Gomez, and this time they went for it on 4th down and ended up turning the ball over on downs. Kenny Dillingham talked about this on Monday in his press conference, said that was a focus for this week and definitely recognized it as an issue, said we have to get better in our red zone offense.